Hi guys, it's the Arty Gamer back again for another video in our channel. Of course, grab your teas, grab your coffees, and yes, maybe a little bit of food. And let's do this. So you know how this works. Let's take a sip of coffee before we begin. Come on, join me. Whoo, yes, and of course, going on my Crash Bandicoot coaster there. And yes, guys, if you're new here today and you are into gaming, retrospectives, complete unboxed experiences, art and graphic design, and of course a whole load of nostalgia, then yes, you are so in the right place here. So definitely consider giving this channel a subscribe and a like to the video if you haven't already. And yes, guys, if you can handle the artsy gamer mess and madness and want to get notified when the next video goes live, then of course just pop on your notification bell, held up by Tails there. Anyway, can I just say a massive thank you to everyone who's commented on my last 3 videos, just celebrating 6 months of me being on TikTok, YouTube and Discord. Yeah, the lovely comments have been really overwhelming, and honestly guys, some lovely little private comments here and there just saying, oh, thank you for just pumping out all these videos, you know, they've got me through some tough times and stuff like that. And honestly guys, that really does give me the awesome motivation to just keep pumping all these videos out there for you, because I really do enjoy delivering the content to you guys, and of course doing the funny little edits as well to the videos. So yeah, definitely more to come, and again, just a massive thank you. But guys, I am having a little short break actually. I'm hoping to still continue my YouTube videos, but I am having a little bit of a break from TikTok, mainly because I'm actually going away. I'm going away to Cornwall. I've mentioned it numerous times on the channel that I often go and holiday in Cornwall. Since I was very, very young, I would, since I was probably about 5 years old actually, all the way up to the grand old age of 30. Yeah, I've been holidaying in Cornwall, and guys, they have given me some massive nostalgic gaming memories when I've been holidaying in Cornwall. I've been taking my PlayStation down there, 2, 3 and 4. Actually, and 5. I remember bringing down my 5 when I first got it to my holidays in Cornwall. My most nostalgic ones actually was when my cousins would come and holiday with us as well, and I'd have my PlayStation 2 down there, and funny enough we were actually playing on GTA 3 at the time. I think I've told that story before, where it was just my dad, my 2 cousins and me just watching my dad play on GTA 3. I mean, I know we shouldn't have, we were definitely underage, but I just remember my dad driving around, and you know, we weren't actually following any of the missions at all, but you know, he got caught up in a load of police chases, I think 6 stars across the board, and he got, well, thrown in the car into this parking lot with a door, a sliding door, and cars and everything was just chasing after him. And oh my god, there was a split second where he could have just got through the door that was closing, but he just missed it, and then the car just exploded as he kept ramming into it. And I just remember all like 4 of us or 5 of us went, no! Like that, screamed the whole neighborhood down. But yeah, what an iconic and what nostalgic memory that I hold with that. And that's why I get very enthusiastic when I go down to Cornwall and talk about games as well, because yeah, gaming and Cornwall really do just marry up perfectly. So yeah, but that is where I am going for the next few days. So like I said, I am hoping to keep my videos on track, but yeah, getting some TikTok lives might be a little bit tricky, but yeah, we'll see how things pan out. But anyway guys, before I, you know, continue waffling on, I thought it would be quite a good idea to dedicate my video to a little packing series today. What games, what consoles, and how am I going to pack my, my hardware to take away with me to Cornwall? So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing today. Let's take a sip of coffee though before, I start to lose my words and tremble and, you know, and lose my way.
Before I start to lose my words and tremble and, you know, and lose my way.
So come on. Yes, lovely. Okay then, well guys, We'll start off then with my handhelds. I did briefly mention it yesterday, actually, that I was thinking about taking my Portal and my DS. So yes, here we go. I'll just bring this up to the camera to start with. Now, and I know another fan of the channel, Leonie, will get very excited again that this is coming out. So yeah, have I just zipped it back? It was already open, guys.
Have I just zipped it back? It was already open, guys.
It was already open. I was obviously very productive and already opened it, so I could just, do that to the camera. But anyway, so yeah, first of all, I just want to go over this case before we get cracking with the Portal. Because yes, this is a fantastic transportable case, I would say, for the PlayStation Portal. I like to keep this in it just as a protective measure, but actually it is really good for travel, I would say, because it is really, really big, really, really soft and comfortable as well for your Portal there. So, if it's getting knocked around in the travel and stuff like that, you can be sure it's going to be kept nice and safe. But what is great is their lovely little compartment in this case as well. So just beneath this flap here, that's where I like to keep my headphones, because there's just a little kind of like cubby hole actually where your headphones can just be resting in here. They are a little bit tangled. But unfortunately, yeah, if you haven't got the Link buds,
gosh, Sony doing a little bit of an Apple,
aren't they, trying to get them into your ecosystem? But you do have to have wired headphones if you do want to listen, to the audio via some other device that is not the linked headphones. So that is a little bit unfortunate. So you are kind of left having to carry all these dangly wires linked to your aux headphones. But what I do find works well is they do just rest in this little cubby hole here, I guess where the back of the Portal kind of rests, and it tucks in really well, and then I just pop that flap over there, and then yes, you can just comfortably put your Portal in on the top. Now yes, that flap can be used to actually go over the screen as well. I think that is also a really lovely idea. It keeps your screen nice and protected, but actually I'm more conscious about maybe the headphones just scratching the back a little bit there. So I'm quite confident that if I just pop it on there like that, the back won't get scratched. And I tell you what, guys, there's such a lot of room in this thing that I know there isn't going to be anything damaging that screen there. So I'm quite confident that that can close quite nicely, even with my DS here and a few games at the top. So again, moving on to the compartments now. I am looking to take my DS, of course, because why not? Because look at this case, it just holds it perfectly. And yes, at the top, I've got my DS and a few little games I'm going to bring. Actually, funnily enough, they're not actually DS games, they're actually Game Boy games that I'm hoping to bring. I have got a few more as well, but this is actually Mario, the new Super Mario, I think it was. Forgive me, I don't know why I decided to peel the sticker off when I was younger, but yeah, this was my original game from when I was, again, 7 years old. And of course, my Sonic game here, absolutely, I'll definitely be taking that and be having a good old play. I don't know, maybe just on an evening when we're back home from a walk or something like that, or maybe tonight when we haven't got too much planned because we've just moved into the cottage. So, stuff like that. But yeah, there we go. And my DS, again, I did just show you that yesterday, but if you didn't see that video, it is here again, lovely pristine DS that I managed to get my hands on from CX. Actually, this was a CX pickup, but of course it just rests really, really well in this compartment. It is almost like it is made for the DS here. And we'll just tuck that away there quite nicely. And of course, this kind of mesh really does keep everything protected, and it's very, very soft, very, very squishy. And again, that's why I really don't mind it just closing straight onto the top of the screen of the Portal. And then look at this, look how compact this is, and then it's ready to just pop in your bag and, take somewhere you want to go. And obviously for me, it is Cornwall. So yeah, really, really happy with that. Yes, I wouldn't say you could fit any chargers in this thing though. That is a little bit unfortunate. Yes, you can just pop some cables in, absolutely, but I'm on about the plugs, you know, so you will have to maybe find another case to put your plugs and stuff like that in. But in terms of just your normal wire, your Type-C wire, then yes, that can comfortably fit in that top pouch there where my DS is resting, yeah. So guys, I am taking my Portal and DS, but also I have decided that I'm going to, take my PlayStation 3 as well. I was really umming and ahhing what console to take, because I generally do love taking a console with me, and I'm not there to just go away on holiday and then just game on holiday. No, I do like to do a lot of different things. Otherwise it'd be a little bit pointless just going on holiday and all I'm doing is gaming. No, but you know, I like to stick to my routine. You know, I even sign up to a gym in Cornwall, and then when I get home I might just do a very quick hour of gaming just to keep me in the flow, and then yes, off we go and do lots of walking and sightseeing and stuff like that, shopping, etc. So yes, and that's been my thing growing up. So, you know, I would be taking my consoles like I said, but again, I was like, which one do I take? Now I was thinking, no point in taking the PlayStation 5 because of course I've got my lovely Portal, you know, so that's got access to all of the cloud streaming games, and I can comfortably play that. So yeah, I've pretty much got access to my PlayStation 5. I don't think I will keep the PlayStation 5 on though and do the whole remote play. I'm not a massive fan of that if I'm, you know, out and about and stuff like that. So I probably will just keep that system turned off and just look to explore the cloud streaming service on the Portal. And again, if I'm hoping to get a few of my videos up, my YouTube videos, I will probably dedicate a video to the Portal looking at the cloud streaming service as I'm away and stuff like that and internet. So I think that'll make a really good video. I was thinking maybe the PlayStation 4, but again, actually no point because cloud streaming, you can access a load of PlayStation 4 games on there and stuff like that. And again, you might be thinking, well, actually, Artsy Game,
You can access actually PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 2 on the Portal, so why are you thinking about bringing a console?
and I'm like, I know, but I really do enjoying just that tactile feel of the controller and stuff like that. You know, you can't beat it, especially if, you know, the internet doesn't hold up. And that's my biggest fear, isn't it, really? You know, you're going away and you're wanting to get a bit of a spot of gaming in, but the Portal is very much limited to a good internet connection. And I don't know what this B&B is going to be like with internet and stuff like that. So, yeah, I think it is important to, well, for me, to bring a console. I was thinking the PlayStation 2, but very bulky, very bulky, because I do have the fat model. And you know what? I was like, yeah, I think the PlayStation 3 is going to be the one for me this year. It's very light, compact, because I have got the very small, thin one, and I would say the cheap PlayStation 3 model, actually. And like I said, you only need 2 cables for it, really, you know. In it goes with the HDMI and the power cable, so yeah, that's all good. You know, it's not like an Xbox 360 where you've got like a big massive plug thing that you got to bring with you and stuff like that. No. So it's all kind of like neat and tidy. So you know, those kind of things are pretty good. Obviously, controller is nice and light as well. You know, it's not a hefty thing at all. So yeah, I think that is the console of choice that I'm going to be bringing on holiday with me. So yeah, I thought, why not? Let's actually go and unplug it and let's pack it in, and I'll just give you a little bit of a tutorial how I think you should be packing your things nice and safely so they don't break. So yeah, well, my PlayStation 3 is currently resting in the retro room, of course, so we'll make our way over there and we'll get packing. Okay then guys, so here we are in the retro room that I've got in my
one-bed apartment that seems very big with all my multiple rooms.
But yes, and sorry, I do apologise about the glare, but yeah, I have got a very shiny TV, isn't it? But I guess that's why it picks up the colours really well when I'm on TikTok and stuff. I get lovely comments saying, you know, oh, how's your TV? You know, picking up all that lovely colour. Well, yeah, he's a really nice monitor, actually. But anyway, we're not here for that, of course. We are here for my PlayStation 3. Of course, here is my PlayStation 2. All my TikTok viewers will recognise that. But of course, just located to the right of that is my PlayStation 3. So here we go. It is the very thin, cheap, lightweight model. So yeah, that's why I thought it would be a perfect choice to bring on holiday with me. So yeah, there we go. I don't think there's a game.
Oh, no, there is. I don't think there's a game in here.
But yes, SSX is in here. So again, I probably will take that game with me. In a bit, we'll actually go back into my gaming collection area and we'll pick a few games to take with me. Well, I guess
I've got no choice now. That's
in with me in there. But yeah, there we go. Here's my PlayStation 3. Now, I do have to be a little bit careful with this because some of the plastic is coming away a little bit. So I do have to be conscious that I am packing this probably on the base there, and I can just pack things around it so it's nice and secure. So there we go. That's the PlayStation 3. I'm just going to pop that on my table here. Of course, a really lovely lightweight controller. Gosh, this 6-axis thing is really, really lightweight. I don't think they've actually got any rumble features in this thing. I think they took him out to be able to do kind of that kind of, you know, motion sense thing that they were trying to, I guess, take from the Nintendo Wii here, weren't they? So yeah, very, very lightweight controller. So again, definitely adds up to why I'm gonna take this on holiday. So yeah, there we go. Looking at power cords then, well, this is my original, again, that came with my PlayStation 3. So that's the thing that just goes straight in the back of the console there, and then, you know, plug it straight into the mains. Again, a lovely, nice, lightweight wire there. Again, you know, if you're thinking about that 360, a lot of their plugs and power cords, I had a big like power bank attached to their cord, so yeah, that's not great for travel and stuff like that. Whether or not they kind of like revise that later on down the Xbox 360 route, I don't know, but PlayStation always has been really, really good for keeping all of their kind of like wires and connections really, really nice, compact and neat. So yeah, there we go. That is what I'm taking there. And of course, guys, you do need your HDMI cable. So yeah, here we go. Lovely little HDMI. And yeah, there we go. And of course, again, nice kind of thin wire here, and that'll fit perfectly in my bag. Now, actually, guys, just talking about the HDMI, I was actually thinking, gosh, I probably am better, you know, taking this PlayStation 3 rather than the PlayStation 2, you know, because I was thinking about it. But I keep forgetting, actually, that this TV supports the, you know, the original SCART plug socket here. So, you know, I'm sure when I go down to Cornwall, they've probably got like a bit of like a modern TV going on. So they probably wouldn't actually have the original SCART cable. So I would be stuck then completely because I don't have any adapters or anything. So yeah, actually, it's a good idea. It's a good idea that I'm bringing this here. So yeah, but you know, back in the day when I was bringing that as a child, you know, TVs were just, you know, they came with the SCART plug, didn't they? So I had no bother or no worry about taking my PlayStation 2 back in the day. So yeah, of course, most modern TVs, well,
All modern TVs.
will have an HDMI connection there. So yeah, another reason why I would go for a PlayStation 3 rather than older consoles if you were looking to bring some of your retro games away and exploring the world, you know. Just have that in the back of your mind as well, because
I nearly didn't.
but anyway, there we go. We are going to take maybe a little bit of a bird's eye view now of my bag, and we're going to see how I pack it. Okay then, guys, so here is the bag that I've chosen to take my hardware in this year. Now, to be honest with you, I've always taken some sort of duffel bag to pack all my hardware in. I just think it has a lovely form factor, nice rectangle, and yeah, it just really allows you to just place your items around in a nice, comfortable, safe position. So here we go. Like I said earlier, I'm going to place my PlayStation 3 in first, mainly because I don't want it to be kind of like onto one side or
Onto another side.
as I put other things in, mainly because I've got this flap just coming away here. So I'd rather have this on the base and then I can just pop things on top, and actually that will probably secure that plastic strip in as I pop this in here. Okay, so here it goes, and I'm simply just popping that in straight into the corner here, and I'm just going to pop it right up to the top left hand side. Okay, just look at that. And then I've got a lot of area for maybe my Portal just down here, and then a selection of games in front, and anything else kind of like wires and stuff can actually go in one of the side pockets that duffel bags often have, which I think is absolutely great. Okay then, so let's get my Portal now. All right, and again, you know what, I think actually just popping it to the side here will work really, oh yeah, just work wonders. And this is, you know, you can just see how that rectangular shape really comes into play now, doesn't it? That's why I would always recommend getting one of these bags. They're fantastic. Right then, okay, so let's just get my controller now. Now, to be honest with you, I could pop that into one side there. You know what? Actually, yeah, let's do that. I was thinking maybe it could just be placed to one side, but again, I am conscious that might start rattling around a little bit, and again, might start to play around with that kind of loose panel on my PlayStation 3. So actually, this can just go off into the side there like that. All right, and in it goes. Simple and the same. With those wires now, again, I've just curled them up. All right, I haven't tangled them or tied them or anything. I've literally just curled them up. I think that is the best solution here. And again, I'm just going to pop that into one side. All right, moving on to my power cable now. And again, I'm not tying anything up, okay? I'm just looping it around a few times, okay? And again, it's just going to go into the side there. Perfect. Moving on to a few chargers now. Yes, absolutely. You do need your plug, don't you, for my, you know, Portal here. And again, my phone as well, because my phone takes Type-C. So I would recommend getting one of these, you know, Type-C to Type-C with a Type-C plug. But that's the big bulky thing, isn't it, that's not going to fit in your case here. So again, that's where I probably would just pop it off into one side, you know, and there you go. Just wrap it up. Don't tie, because that's when it all gets tangled. And just pop it in the side there like that. Okay then. Now I would advise, you know, taking maybe another way to charge your stuff. So here I've got a USB to Type-C, and I do have a plug to go with that, you know, just in case you're limited for chargers, and I don't know, you've got family members who are robbing chargers from you and stuff like that. So it's good to have multiple options. So again, I would advise maybe just take more than one charge. All right, so again, I'm just going to pop that in there like that. All right then, so very happy with how that is playing out, and I think that is just enough room there to just neatly pack a few games. Yeah, and look, just, yeah, great. Now, some people say, no, I've got my friend often says, why do you pack things in a bag like that? Well, for me, I think it works really, really well. You know, it's a great little form factor, and then it's not too big at all, and you just, you know, you pop the lid, is it a lid? I don't know.
Lid, is it a lid? I don't know.
Flap over, zip it up, you know, and you're good to go. Yeah, and you even got some compartments down here as well to add a few bits and bobs. But yeah, okay, I'm very, very happy with that. Let's go and choose a few games. Right then guys, well here I am. You probably recognise this place by now. This is where I keep all my games I've collected so far since starting this channel 6 months ago. So yes, just taking a look at my very limp selection of PlayStation 3 games, and we'll have a little look to see which ones I'm going to take with me. Now, in all fairness, you could say, why don't you just take all the lot, because there isn't really that many. And you know what, I could, but let's just have a little explore. Let's just get them all out then. Okay, because I think there are some games where I know that I'm just not going to play, so you know, why take them? But here we go. So Assassin's Creed, yes, I think I definitely am going to take Assassin's Creed here. Ever since I got this, I've been dying to play it. It's just been finding the time, basically. And of course, you know, I'm on holiday, guys, so why not? Now is probably a really great time to just have a deep dive into it. And you know what? If I am to get a TikTok live, I think this might be the one that bags it. I really, really do. The nostalgia for this game that I have is just amazing. You know, I really have some really fond memories playing this game. And you know what? I haven't deep dived into this game since it came out on the PlayStation 3 many moons ago. So yeah, this is something that I really, really want to get my hands on again. So I've got to take this, absolutely. As already mentioned, this is already sat in my PlayStation 3, and yeah, I think I'll take this. Whether or not I will play on this for long, I don't know. I might just be a quick load up and have a quick, you know, snowboard here and there, maybe do a few tricks. But you know, I do actually like doing that. It is very therapeutic, but whether or not I get a, you know, good solid gameplay with this, probably not. But it'll be fun to take it. Now, here we go. This is an interesting one for me. Now, I've mentioned this on the channel numerous times, actually, that I picked this game up literally for the art style. And I picked this up, actually, before I started doing YouTube or anything like that. It was literally just, I really, really liked the Disney style that they had gone for here. And it was a limited edition type thing, so it came with an art book as well, and I was very much just buying it for the art book, basically, again just to inspire my art and stuff like that. But people have been saying, actually, it is a really, really great game. You should try it out. So, you know, I might. This could be the time to literally just try out Kingdom Hearts. It's very interesting. The gameplay looks really intriguing. So yeah, I might take this one just out of a curiosity stance to see what is this game all about. And yeah. So yeah, just yeah. Why not? So I might play it. I might get round to it. If not, oh well. But I think it would be rude not to take it. Okay, GTA 5. I'm not gonna play it. Of course, it's great to have in my collection. But yeah. I'm quite done at the moment with all my GTAs that I'm playing on the PlayStation 2. Don't get me wrong, I'm absolutely loving it. It's a really, really fun time, but probably not the time at the moment to play on holiday. Motorstorm, yes, baby. Of course, I'm going to be taking this game. I absolutely love it. It is just very chill. You know, you just pop it on. You might want to do just a few races here and there, and then you're good to go. I think it is a really good game to just dip in, dip out. A great holiday game, I would say. And again, I've taken my PlayStation 3 quite a few times now down to Cornwall, and this game always comes with me. And this is my original game as well that I picked up many moons ago. So I believe that is always why it comes with me on holiday, because I've always had it with me. So yeah, got to. Okay, Skyrim, very big, bloated game. I love this game so much, but for the time that I'm at holiday, whatever, I'm not going to have time to really dabble with this, absolutely not. But, you know, I love this game, but yeah. I'm just not going to have time to play it as like GTA 5, you know. It's a great game and stuff, but I'm not going to get into the nitty-gritty of it. You know, I'm looking for kind of just games that I haven't played or I can just dip in and out of. So, yeah, but great game. Okay, GTA 5, 4... Sorry, 4. No, I am looking for games, like I said, that I can just kind of dip in and out of and just have a little fun experience. And something that really does hold a lot of nostalgia for me as well, you know, like Assassin's Creed. Yes, this game does, but not as much as Assassin's Creed, unfortunately. Yeah, not as much as Assassin's Creed. So yeah, won't be taking this with me. I would say Red Dead, but oh, gosh.
Oh, gosh.
No disc. I have a case, a manual that's just fallen out, but no disc. Yeah.
I don't have a disc for this, I just have a case.
Actually, I've mentioned it have I mentioned it quite a few times on the channel? I might have just actually briefly mentioned this on the channel because it's in quite an embarrassing story, actually. But yeah, I bought this case thinking that I actually had my original disc because yes, unfortunately, guys, I was a bit of a fool back in the day. For some reason, on my PlayStation 3, I did buy one of those things, those horrible things where you actually just throw away the case and then keep your disc. And yeah, I thought that Red Dead was still in that disgusting case, and I've thrown away the actual case for Red Dead. Turns out, No, I can't find that disc anywhere. So I bought this for kind of no reason. Well, I say no reason. All I need to do now is actually find just a Red Dead disc. And then I've got the case and lovely manual and map actually to go with this. But yeah, so I won't be taking this, unfortunately. But yes, here we go, final one then. Yeah, Ratchet. Of course I'm going to take this one. Yeah, again, I would say this is another game where, you know, you can deep dive into a few missions here and there, but then just drop off when you want to and come back, you know, quite an easy, accessible game. Really, really fun. And again, this is a game apparently that is, yeah, not to go sat on the PlayStation 3. Apparently this game is one of the best on the PlayStation 3. So yeah, why not? I would love to have a little play around with this. And yes, maybe a TikTok live if I can get all my ducks in a row. So yeah, there we go. So that is the collection that I think I'll be taking with me on holiday. Let's just have another quick flick through. So Ratchet and Clank, Motorstorm, of course. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts. Is it Kingdom Hearts? Yeah, Kingdom Hearts. HD 1.5 remix. Really interesting. So I'm picking this one again just to have a little bit of an explore. SSX, again, it's just one of those where I can just have a little dip in, have a little snowboard if I want to. And then, of course, Assassin's Creed. Absolutely, baby. Right then, okay then, guys. So we'll take this and we'll head back to my bag and we'll pop these in nice and safely. All right then, so we're back at my bag here, and I think this section down here is screaming for the games to just be located nice and safely next to the PlayStation 3. So here we go, here's my selection, and again, I'm literally just going to pop it down there like that, and then look at that, guys. Look how tidy and compact that is there. So PlayStation 3, I've got my Portal here with DS located in here as well, so that's really great. What a lovely compact case this is, and again I would recommend you get one of those if you are looking to pick up a Portal. Again, like I said, not too much room to actually put plugs in, all right, but if you are just looking for quite a thin, easy travel case, then I would recommend that. You know, if you've got other bags and stuff like that, then you can easily pop all your charging cables to one side. So yeah, that's why this works for me really well. And again, then there you go, you got the games just off to one side there, and then in this compartment here I've got all my wires, all my chargers that are needed to make everything function correctly, haven't I? So yeah, what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to zip it all up. All right, here we go. Hopefully it all goes well. Yes, there we go. And of course, just this side here. Perfect, there we go. And I'll tell you what, yeah, really, really lightweight still. And yeah, there we go then. I would say, so that is my technical hardware bag. And then, I just have another bag with all my clothes, as simple as that. I don't travel too heavy, guys. I literally just take 2 bags with me, one with all my hardware and electricals, and the others with my clothes. And there we go. And I would say my clothes bag is not too far much off the size here as well. So yeah, I do like to travel light. And yeah, that is me done. Wow. We'll go and wrap up in the main studio. All right then, guys, so there we go. We are packed for my holiday. So yeah, very, very excited, and I hope you found that video helpful. You know, it was me just packing a load of stuff into a bag, but yeah, I just thought it'd be nice to show you how I do go about that, rather than just kind of like chucking it all in a bag and then you're off you go kind of thing. The way I've packed it, hopefully, in transport, it should be nice and safe, and I don't want, you to break any of your things as well. So I just thought that would be a nice kind of little video to show you how it's done. So yeah, there we go, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Like I said, hopefully, and fingers crossed, there will be regular YouTube videos, but again, I can't guarantee anything, mainly because of internet and stuff like that. But if not, and if I don't get anything out, I will be returning on Friday 20th, so there should be a YouTube video, and I think, yeah, TikTok live and all of that, I'll be straight back into it on Friday 20th. Right then, guys, well, have a wonderful rest of your day, and break if you don't see me on the Artsy Gamer. That is me then, over and out.